struggle we embrace, with knowledge from the past will define our space. Hippocrates knew it all starts with the gut. We'll transform the pain, turn it into our strut. Yeah, we rise and we fight. No surrender in sight. It's us versus MS. Watch us rise to the test. With strength in our hearts, we'll move, we'll progress. With Hippocrates' guide, we refuse to regress. This fight's not in vain, it's us who'll be blessed. Multiple sclerosis, you won't take our spark. We'll light up the world, bring light to the dark. With each step we take, we break down these walls. Together as one, we'll answer the calls. With unity and strength, we'll go to any length. It's us versus MS, watch us rise to the test. With strength in our hearts, we'll move, we'll progress. With Hippocrates' guide, we refuse to regress. This fight's not in vain, it's us who'll be blessed.
When we talk about multiple sclerosis, most people jump straight to the central nervous system, the brain and spinal cord, because that's where the lesions show up. But if we zoom out just a little, an even more interesting question emerges. What if the very earliest events in MS don't start inside the CNS, but at its border? This border region, sometimes called the Mantle zone, is the anatomical transition where the peripheral nervous system hands off responsibility to the central nervous system. It includes the dorsal root entry zone, the nerve sleeves, the meninges, and the specialized immune surveillance structures that sit right between the two systems. And here's the key insight. This border isn't just a structural boundary, it's an immunological checkpoint. It's designed to filter, detect, and neutralize threats before they ever reach the brain or spinal cord. But in MS, something goes wrong. One of the earliest and most consistent pathological findings in MS is a breach at this interface, a failure of the mantle zone to maintain separation between the peripheral immune environment and the CNS. And once that barrier is compromised, three things start to unfold. First, peripheral inflammatory signals, cytokines, chemokines, activated T cells, gain abnormal access to the CNS entry points. The blood nerve and blood meningeal barriers become leaky, increasing permeability right where the CNS is normally protected. Second, this breach exposes CNS myelin to immune cells that were never meant to see it. Myelin basic protein, one of the most immunogenic molecules in the nervous system, becomes visible. And whether the trigger is molecular mimicry, aberrant methylation of myelin, chronic infection, or autonomic dysregulation, the immune system suddenly recognizes myelin as abnormal and begins targeting it. Third, once inflammation crosses the mantle zone, it amplifies inside the CNS. Microglia activate, astrocytes recruit more immune cells, and we start seeing the classic early MS pathology: meningeal inflammation, perivascular cuffs, and small focal breaches that evolve into larger demyelinating lesions. So the mantle zone isn't just a crossroads, it's the site of the first miscommunication. MS may not begin as a disorder of the brain at all. It may begin as a disorder of the boundary, the moment when the PNS and CNS, normally isolated, are forced into pathological conversation. Understanding this borderland, the mantle zone and its breaches, may be the key to identifying how MS starts. And more importantly, how to stop it before the first lesion ever forms.
Study to show thyself approved unto God, a workman that has nothing to be ashamed of, rightly dividing the word of truth. These are your takeaways.
That boy good. He real smart. Somebody get him one of those Nobel Prizes and a doctorate.
It has been said that the graveyard is the wealthiest place on earth, full of all the inventions and cures sparked in the mind, but not shared for the good of humanity. So let this message find your trust. All disease begins in the gut.